Hi, Michael here with you for Cavaliers and Indians recaps as well as the upcoming schedule thanks to the NBA and MLB at-bat apps. Thursday in San Antonio, Cleveland gave a very good account of themselves but fell short 116 to 110. The Cavs led by as many as 11. In the second quarter, they held the Spurs to 17 points. Unfortunately, when Cleveland came out of the locker room, they left the defense inside, particularly in the third, by giving up 40. The team statistics in the game reflected how this season has been. The Cavaliers seem to have a consistent pattern of being good on the boards or holding their own, but opponents frequently shoot better than 50% from the floor. San Antonio's defense played well as they created 6 blocks and 8 steals, and offensively they shared the ball. Colin Sexton led Cleveland with 24 points, making 10 of 17 shots. Kevin Love scored 18, Brandon Knight finished with 14, Larry Nance Jr. had 13 points and 11 rebounds, and David Wamba scored 11. Each of those 5 had the touch, but Zeddy Osman and Jordan Clarkson were combined 8 of 28, which hurt in a close game. DeMar DeRozan had a game-high 25 points for San Antonio in their win. The Clippers led virtually the whole game as they took control in the second quarter after the game was tied at 29 after 12 minutes. Los Angeles shot 62% from the field. There were some positives even in the defeat. The Cavaliers did well in the steals department, 11-5, and only committed 11 turnovers. Clarkson bounced back with a game-high 26 points, going 11 for 16. Sexton recorded 21 points, was a perfect 6 for 6 from the foul line, and was 7 for 17 from the floor. Tristan Thompson recorded a double-double. While Osman wasn't red hot, he did score 19. Harrell led the Clippers with 23, one of 6 players with at least 13 points for Los Angeles in a 132-108 victory Saturday. The Cavaliers fell behind early in Phoenix Monday, did lead when Clarkson scored a 3-point play late in the first quarter. After his free throw to give Cleveland a 23-20 lead, the Suns went on a 15-0 run to take control of the game. The Cavs only committed 9 turnovers, were 18-5 on offensive rebounds, and 5-1 in steals, but too many recurring themes. Phoenix was 55% shooting, including a 40-point quarter to aid them for a 122-113 win. Sexton took a lot of shots, finished with 21 points. Ante Zizic and Thompson each had 15. Clarkson 20 and Knight with 10. Larry Nance Jr. led the Cavs in rebounds with 12 as Kevin Love was out for a second straight game. Devin Booker led the Suns with 25 points and 13 assists. The next game is Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern against the Sacramento Kings. The Cavaliers will stay in Northern California the following night at 10:30 against the Golden State Warriors. After that, they return home to host the San Antonio Spurs at 3 o'clock Sunday afternoon. A check at the bottom of the standings shows the Suns, Cavaliers, Bulls, Hawks, and Mavericks and Grizzlies as the 5 teams with the fewest wins. With the playoffs closing in, the 16 playoff spots are close to being filled. Milwaukee, Toronto, Philadelphia, Boston, and Indiana are in as they are in the top 5 in the Eastern Conference. 6th through 9th place are separated by a game and a half. Detroit, Brooklyn, Miami would be in going into play today, while Orlando would be out as things stand. Charlotte and Washington are mathematically alive. The 8 spots in the Western Conference have been clinched. Golden State, Denver, Portland, Houston, Utah, the Los Angeles Clippers, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City know that they will be playing in the conference quarterfinals, but await their positioning and opponent. The Indians spent their opening day in Minneapolis Thursday. Cleveland was unable to spoil the party as they fell 2-0. In the bottom of the 7th, Minnesota got hits from Nelson Cruz and C.J. Cron to set up Marwin Gonzalez's RBI double to the left side to plate the 2 runs. Cleveland starter Corey Kluber had 5 strikeouts and allowed 4 hits in 7 innings, but took the loss. Oliver Perez, Adam Simber, and Brad Hand saw action in the 8th inning to keep the Indians within striking distance. Meanwhile, Jose Barrios recorded 10 strikeouts, giving up just 2 hits off the bats of center fielder Leonis Martin and second baseman Brad Miller. First baseman Carlos Santana did draw a walk, but that was it on the day. Taylor Rogers picked up the save. Thankfully, things did get better on Saturday after a day off. Designated hitter Hanley Ramirez went deep to left field in the 4th off of Jake Odorizzi. The lead, however, was short-lived. With one out, shortstop Jorge Polanco got a triple, and designated hitter Nelson Cruz had a productive ground out to score Polanco from third to tie the game at 1. Then, in the top of the ninth, Blake Parker came into pitch. With one out, first baseman Carlos Santana singled to right. Parker threw 2 wild pitches, allowing Santana to get to third. 2 batters later, pinch hitter Greg Allen was able to get Santana across with a sacrifice fly. The Indians did have to sweat it out in the bottom of the ninth as the Twins loaded the bases with 2 outs, but C.J. Cron flew out to Tyler Naquin to end the game, giving Cleveland their initial win of the 2019 season. Trevor Bauer had 9 strikeouts, giving up just 1 hit. Tyler Olson pitched in the 8th, but the win went to John Edwards, and Brad Hand got the save. For Minnesota, Odorizzi was very sharp with 11 strikeouts in 6 innings, and Parker was the losing pitcher. Sunday, Carlos Carrasco and Michael Pineda were on the mound. Cleveland went on the back foot in the second when catcher Williams Astudillo's RBI double scored Cron. In the fourth, center fielder Byron Buxton hit a 2-run double, scoring Jonathan Scope and Astudillo. The wheels came undone for the Indians in the fifth when Cruz homered to left center field. Later, Scope drove in C.J. Cron for the Twins' 6th run. Astudillo's flyout was deep enough to plate home Marwin Gonzalez, and another run came home in that sequence because Santana's throw to third was offline. Cleveland still showed some pride in the 8th. Eric Stamets walked, then Jose Ramirez and Jake Bauers each singled. Santana was able to clear the bases with his extra base hit. Minnesota finished the scoring in the bottom half of the frame as Jake Cave's single got Astudillo home. Carlos Carrasco had a tough outing, conceding 10 hits and 6 runs. Martin Perez was the winning pitcher. Wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr. had his formal welcoming to the Cleveland Browns at a press conference an hour to an hour and a half prior to the Indians' home opener Monday against the White Sox. Once the baseball game started, both Ivan Nova and Mike Clevenger were dialed in, as both made it through the 7th inning. The scoring seal was broken in the 6th as Carlos Santana singled to center and Jose Ramirez trotted home. In the 8th inning, Adam Simber committed an error with his throw to first following a ground ball by Jose Rondon, allowing him to reach base. He would later score following Yohan Moncada's double to tie the game at 1 after Oliver Perez came on the mound. After John Edwards trotted out of the bullpen, Ryan Cordell's home run made it 3-1 Chicago. The Indians showed their mettle in the bottom of the 8th after the crowd had been silenced a half inning earlier. Leonis Martin began the inning with a walk. After Jose Ramirez was retired, Jake Bauers reached second with his hit to left field. The White Sox sent Dylan Covey in place of Jace Fry. Santana was given a free pass to load the bases. With Hanley Ramirez at the plate, Cleveland was the beneficiary of an error by Yolmer Sanchez, advancing everyone up 90 feet, and more importantly, make it a 3-2 game. Max Moroff then singled home Bauers to draw the Indians level. Roberto Perez drew ball 4 to give the hosts the lead for good. Greg Allen would then pinch hit and be walked. Brad Hand got the final 3 outs for his second save, and Edwards picked up his second win. Dylan Covey took the loss and blown save. Cleveland returns to action Wednesday at 10 past 1 o'clock Eastern Time to finish a 2-game series with the Chicago White Sox. Carlos Rodon and Corey Kluber are scheduled to pitch. Thursday, the Toronto Blue Jays are in town at 6:10. At this time, there is no pitcher listed for the Indians, but Toronto will start Aaron Sanchez. Friday at 7:10, the Blue Jays will have Trent Thornton. The third game of the series will be Saturday just after 4 o'clock. Sunday's finale is 10 past 1 before a travel day Monday prior to a 3-game set against the Tigers. Please check out the Facebook group North Texas Browns Backers page and hit the like button for the latest updates there. The text of this blog is available at http://www.mjbolesta2, as in the number 2, blog.wordpress.com. So http://www.mjbolesta2blog.wordpress.com. I'm on Twitter at mjbolesta2, on Facebook at Michael Bolesta, and on Instagram at mjbolesta2. Archive videos on YouTube can be found by searching Michael Balesta, Roman numeral 2. If you could, I would love your feedback on the comments section, and if you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much. May you have a great and blessed day, and thank you for watching. God bless.